Reading my devotions this morning, and then all throughout the day, I kept getting these little reminders from God to kind of reinforce the devotion. From Psalm 85, verse 2. You forgave the iniquity of your people and covered all their sins. On into my day. Cleaning up last night, this morning, cooked some chicken wings over the weekend in the old turkey fryer. Misjudged a little bit on the oil level versus the volume of said wings. Mrs. B was not too happy with the new stain now on the concrete, so I've washed it 3 times now, and still evidence of my misfortune and misjudgment. Nonetheless, no matter how many times I try, the stain still seems to be there. As I walk into the house, I am reminded that today is also laundry day at the Bocian house. And if we would zoom in for closer inspection on any one of my shirts, you would see there also are a plethora of stains, some of which also from chicken wings. No matter how many times we wash those shirts, the stains are still there. Most of them, they'll never come out. Later on, I go in to do a project. I'm looking in the shed for a board, a straight board, mind you, and all I have available are these ones that are extremely warped, bent. If you try to straighten those out, they just bend right back. So they're not very good. They're not much use. Go back to the devotion from this morning from Psalm 85. You forgave the iniquity of your people. That's a fancy church word for warped, for bent. Iniquity means warped or bent towards sin, towards evil, towards rebelling against God. So even when we do something wrong, we ask for forgiveness. There's many times where we make that same mistake again, or we're going to sin a different way because we're bent towards sin, iniquity. God doesn't just forgive one of our sins, but he forgives the iniquity of his people, that repeated bentness towards sin. And he covers over all of their sins. In Jesus Christ's death on the cross for you, for me, it didn't just forgive one of our sins. It's like it covered over, like brand new cement. Like if I would walk out here in my yard, there would be no more stain. It would be brand new as far as it is in God's eyes. Unfortunately for me, it doesn't work that way with grease from the fryer. But fortunately for you and for me, it works that way with God's forgiveness. We are covered over, and when God looks at you, God looks at me, he sees nothing other than Jesus' righteousness, which covers all our sin. May you go through the rest of your day and your week in that hope.